First, I review whatever we learn about the neural network, and then after that I explain about Python. As you remember, we first about the processing in the program in the computer, and then step by step we said that how we can classify two groups of data, and our goal is that we have the best linear classification. And then after that we said that sometimes and we do it by considering the error. And then after that we said that okay, sometimes some data could not be classified only with one line, and then we need two lines, or maybe sometimes our data need to classify it by a non-linear classification. And then we explain neural network, we explain about activation functions, about the layer, node, synapse, weighting links, and how we can explain about how we can calculate this output using the weighting link. We explain some examples in this field, and the form of matrix representation we explained. And then finally we said that if we have an input, we can calculate the output, but our goal is that we have the best neural network. Then we explain how we can update the weighting. Okay, we explain about the updating the weightings, and explain about the gradient descent and back propagation of the error to the previous layer. Okay, and then said that in the gradient descent, our function is error. We want to minimize the error, and by this means we explain about the weighting updating. Okay, and then finally after that we want to use Python for coding the neural network. But at first we want to learn some concept in Python. I recorded two videos and explain about the Python installations, what is the basic of the Python, for example summation, multiplying, dividing, and like this. And I review it in brief in this session, and then after that we continue. Then our goal in this session is work with Python. Okay, work with Python and explain some concept. For instance, the types of data in Python, the function, the class in Python, what the concept of these things. And then after that, in the next session, we will code the neural network. Okay, any questions? Okay. I explained in Google in Google. Only you need to write Python and then go to python.org, and then according to your OS download the usable software according to your OS. Okay, and after that, and it is easy. Only when you install it, only it is necessary that you tick one box. It is related, the topic of the box is add Python to path. Adding it ticking in this box causes that you add the interpreter into the path of your Python, and then after that you can use it. For example, the interpreter of Python is that we use here is IDLE. We called it shell. You can go to option, configure this shell, for instance, about the color, fonts, type of fonts, size of fonts like this. And here we can test some things I explained in the video. For example, 5 plus 3. Okay, and then for example, print is for example, I don't know, salon. Okay, and also you can use double quotation for in the parentheses of print. Instead of single, you can use this double quotation. Both of them is correct. Okay. Also, you can open, or you can add new file. In this new file, you can write some code, save it, and always use that save. But the result of this programming presented showed in shell here. Okay, for example, I explained the details in the video. Here you go to here, for example, this. And attention that at the end of the name you see that py, it is related to Python. Okay, then at first we must save it. If we saved it before, it is okay, but if we didn't save, we must save it and then run. Okay, run module. Okay, you know the time at this moment is 3:53. Then the minute is odd. This program acts according to the time of the system. If it is odd, we can see odd minute. If not, we can see not an odd minute, or we can set that even minute. Okay, now see that if I run it, set that source must be saved. Okay, and now the time is 3:54. Then it is an even minute. Okay, Okay. And this is a program. This is a program contains some coding that run it, and it has some input, output, some commands. You can see it. You know this. As a computer student, you know this. Okay. And now, Intisar said that can I use Anaconda? Yes, why not? I want to install Anaconda in my system, but it doesn't install because and the error was about that my system doesn't have some things. Then because of this, I don't install it. But in the future, maybe I revised my OS and then use Anaconda too. Or you also can use PyCharm. It is also okay. PyCharm is also okay. But it takes time. It is slower than Anaconda or IDLE. Okay, all of them is okay. And in this book, in Redshift, this is the environment of PyCharm. It takes time. Okay, in this book, in Redshift book, if you study it, it explains so simple. It is also explain about Python in simple words and sentences, and said in this also said that it also use Anaconda package from this. Also, you can search Anaconda again in Google and then download it. All of them is okay. Anyway, it is a shell of this, and then again said that okay, simple Python. Redshift said the first command is parent. You said it, and then after that said about a very simple code. Okay, if I copy and paste it here, I don't know. Okay. See multiple sentences found while compiling. Okay. And then if I, for example, x is equal to 10, line by line, then print x. You see that the result is 10. Print x plus 5. Then it is 15. Y is equal to x plus 7. You see that? You don't see anything. You see, if you want to see the result, you want to print it. Print y. Then it is 70. And about z, we don't have z before. Right, print. You see, z is not defined before. we have a error here, name error. But if we write print in single quote, we write Z. Then you can see the Z here. Okay. This line, we said that this is an assignment, and X is a value. In 10 is a value, and X is a variable. Okay. And here it explains, said that we assign 10 to X. Okay. And here you see the result of this. And then okay, another thing that Rashid explained is the list range 10. Okay, I again open another shell. Range 10, it means that the output of range 10 is the integer number from 0 to 9. The start is 0, the stop is 9. 9 means 10 minus 1. And list is a type of data in Python. And you see the notation using this. Okay. And then it is interesting that you can see the result. For example, if you write X is equal to 10, you don't see the result. You must print X. And Python itself understands that here X is a variable. And then you can see the assigned value of X here. But in list, if you use this, you can see the result too. Okay. Then Rashid also explained this and emphasized that the start in Python is 0 and not 1. Okay. And another thing is that if we want to use loops, okay, again, it is better that I write it line by line. I will show here. Okay. 4. And another thing, if you see this sign, it means that the interpreter is ready to write new code. 4 in range 10. And now you see in the shell the Python itself show this yellow box. If we wait a little, it itself show the yellow box and helps you that okay, we can use a range. You can use range and then define the stop value, and or we can use this range. We can set that the start, stop, and the step. If we don't define the start, by default Python considers 0. Okay. And another thing, after for, we must use semicolon. You see that here, the Python said the syntax error. Syntax error is related to our editing type mistakes, the mistakes in our type. Okay. Then after for, we must use semicolon. And now you see that the cursor here, not here. It means that for the for doesn't end. Then we set the print and then again after entering, you see that again for doesn't pass, doesn't end. Now the location of cursor change. You can set print down. Okay. What is the error here? Again, syntax error. I copy paste here and then instead of one click I press 2 times, 2 clicks. If we push the enter 2 times, it means that the for finished, and you also can see the results. Then you can see 0 to 9. Okay. Okay, again said that for and in is creates a loops and explain, you know, the print and pass instruction signal the end of the loop, and the next line is back at normal indentation. You see that when we want to print down. Okay. But what is the error or syntax error here? I don't understand. Okay. Any question? Okay. Some students, the book, what used to write codes? Python. It is Zahra, it is Python. In this subset, we use Python in our image processing, but this one is not similar to Python. I don't understand you in this. Why they are not similar to this Python? I don't know. Please send your code to me. I will see it. Okay. Okay. And again here. For and then you know Python. Maybe most of you know Python. Okay. This is good. Then I don't run it. Again, for and in range A, print the square of this. I'll open my pen. This is don't change. Then we use it in this sign, and then n is in the range of 10 is again constant, and n multiplied by n. Then pass and then print down. If you write it, you can also do it yourself. For example, the square of 0 is 0, the square of 1. For example here, for n in range 10, the first n is 0. Then print the square of 0 is 0. The second is 1. 1, print the square of 1 is 1. The third, 2. The square of 2 is 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. And how many times? 10 times, because the range is 10, but the start value is 0 and the stop is 9. Okay. Any questions? They are similar to it. Maybe the environment is not similar to this, but it also is another interpreter for Python in this. Okay, Python spider from the encoder, yeah. It is like this. In Anaconda and in a spider, Python a spider, you also have a similar thing like shell, and also you have this environment. There's maybe the environments are different, and maybe some things are not similar to this. But the concept and the basic of all of them is like to each other. Don't worry about it. We just use constant function and implemented it on image. Yes, it is good. But in this book, and in our class, we want to say that if you yourself want to write a function, what to do? Okay? And we will have some functions. For example, you can go to docs and search about the library. And also you can to go here, Python package index, and write something. For example, about range. Okay, that we use. Of course, here you can download it. Here, it is better to something, for example, about neural network. Okay, many people in different years wrote some codes and uploaded in this website, and others can use it. You can use from here, from GitHub. You can use all of them. If you're sure about the correctness of the things, you can use it. Or maybe sometimes there are some function of the Python, and you can use it. Yeah, Zahra, so that your main create function, yes, you want to step by step now about it. For example, if we want to have a neural network with 3 layers, with 5 layers, how we can define it? Okay? And you know the comments. In comments, we said about YV, right? Yeah. And this is a function. And Rashid says about the function. But before it, I want to explain you something about the data types in Python. Okay. For example, we have 4 data types in Python. One of them is a list. I explain more about Python, about the facilities in the video. You will watch it. And at this moment, I explain about the types of data in Python. Okay. We have 4 types of data. We have list, we have set, we have dictionary, we have tuple. Okay. This is the type of data in the structure of data. The structure of data in Python. Okay. You now see the list. List is like okay. See, the list is like an array. Okay, this is the structure of list. We have index and a list. For example, we have object here, object 1, object 2, object 0, object 1, and the index start again from 0, 0, 1, 2. And the object, for example, the object 0 could be an integer. The object 1 could be float. The object 2 could be a string. Okay? The object could be anything. The type of object in list could be anything. Okay? And for example, we have the example. For example, in Python, here. For example, if you write A is equal to, you must use this sign if you want to have a list. Okay, 5, for example, -5, -4, for example. I don't know, 718, like this. Okay. And then if you set print A, then you see this is the list. The notation of list is like this. Okay. And we have another comment here. A dot remove. For example, we want to remove -4. We can use, and again you see the help. And now if you print A, by remove we can remove a object. Another thing, if we have A dot pop, and if we don't write anything, it means that pop again delete the last value in this new A. And now if we print A, you see that it is only 5. Okay. And now again consider this. Now our new A is again like the initial. Okay. And if you write A dot pop 1, because the start index is 0, pop means the second member, and it means that it removes a -4. Okay. And if we print again A, you see that it is like this. Then pop and remove delete some things. And I said that, for example, B is equal to ABC. The object of list could be anything. 12 Mariam. Okay. Float, for example, why we want to I want to introduce this, because maybe our structure or the input structure in neural network might be any of things. And now if we print B, you see that if we set that the type of B, it is a list. The class of B is list. Okay. Another thing, if we use this, any questions? This is available. What do you mean? Okay, you explain. Another thing, I use this here and see your, for example, if we have A, if you want to add something to A, extend, you want to extend A. The input of extend must be a list. Then, for example, I don't know, 15, ABC, this is enough. And now, if we print A, this list added to the list of A. Then we have the extended A. Another thing, similar to extend, we have append. For example, if you put anything in append, add to the A, this. Oh, I must use 2P. Okay, and so now we print, if we print A, you see that? This added to the A2. Then append and extend, add something to a list. And another thing, this is the last one for A. Another thing, if we have insert. If I print A, okay, I want to consider this A here. A is equal to this. You see that by opening a new shell, the previous variables are removed. Now, if we have A insert, for example, we want to add 20 here, okay, or here. Insert to 20. And now if we print A, you see that before this index, you want to add 20. Then here 0, 1, 2, you want to add a 20 before the index of 2, 20. Then our new A is this. Then we can use something in list. And now if you open, for example, I have other codes for list. Okay, you see here. If we consider W advanced algorithm, the name of your course, and you consider V as a list, and we write the vowel letters and we want to find vowel in the W list. For letter in W, if letter in V, print letter. Okay, if we run it, okay, in advanced algorithm we have A, you see that, E, again, A, O, and I. Another code, again, we want to type any desired word, then we use input. Then we again consider the vowel letters and find the empty list. For letter in W, the word that we type, if letter in V, and if letter not in found, we want to add the letter to found. Okay, then we can use append. We see that append, add something to list. Okay, then append letter to found. Okay, for vowel in found, after we add the vowel to find, for vowel in find, print vowel. Okay, we run it. Please type a word again, advanced algorithm. The vowel is A, E, O, I. In the previous code, we have 3A. But by this coding, we said that if letter not in found, if letter was in found, then we don't add it. But if letter not in found, add to found. Because of this, we have the vowel. Okay? We don't have the repetition. Okay, another file. Okay, for example, again here, for example, we have a phrase and we want to remove or insert something to this phrase. Okay, at first, after we have the phrase, we convert it to list by list. Okay, and then print phrase, print the list of phrase. Then for I in range 2, range 2 means 0 and 1. Pop, PH list, pop, it means that by pop we remove the last letter in PH list. Pop 0 means the index 0 remove. PH list remove G, remove the space. Insert before index 2 PH list pop this. Okay. Of course, I explain. I said pop remove, but pop add. Pop add something. Just a minute. I am also. No. I'll explain through. Okay. Sorry. Okay. And now. Another thing for list is join. Join two phrase. Join to list each other. To list, join. Okay. Now we run it. Our phrase here: hi and good morning, with this sign. Okay, the phrase list is this, and after removing and adding something, we have this. Okay, you can change the phrase and see the result. And this is related to the concept of join, and said that we can using summation in the string. It is not very new for us. It is sorry, I close them. And now for. What is for? For, if we have list, we said that, okay, word or phrase is this, letter is list word, we convert the phrase, the string to list. Okay. And for CH character letters, it means that from the first to the before of 9. And print, this means we tap one time. Letters in list, we said that the start of the list is from -7. It means from the last we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and the step is -1. And here is that this is the facility, is the characteristic of list. We use the letters. The letters start from 4 to 23, and the step is 3. Sorry, here the last one is -1. It is not a step. If we don't define the step, it's the defined step as 1. Okay, now we run it. And now here the print t multiplied by 2, we have 2 tabs. Okay, and multiplied by 3, we have 3 tabs. Okay. Okay, I think it is better we finish this session, and in in the next session, I will explain about the set, dictionary, and tuple. I prepared some video, maybe tonight. At the end of tonight, I will upload all of them to the LMS. Okay, some of you said that since this program, this program is related to a site. I don't know. I have authority to send to you or not. I email them. If they let me, I will send you. If not, you can write yourself using this video. Okay? Okay. Thanks for your attention, and have a good time. Good afternoon. Good luck. And bye to all of you. I said that, Ahmad, I don't know. I have the authority to send it to students or not. I must ask them. If they let me, I will send. If not, you yourself, I explain all of them. Okay? You can write your note. And also, as I said, you also can search it in a Python website. Okay, you can also go there, or maybe you also can write it in Google. Okay, in Google also, for example, you said that remove in Python. Okay, you see all of them. Clear, pop, remove, delete, append, extend, insert. You can see the example. Okay, it is not very complex things. They are the basic of the Python. But because maybe in neural network, you see that in Rashid book, after in this explanation, it explain about the function and class, and then start the neural network with Python. And he tries to write a code for neural network, and you yourself initialize the weighting, the inputs, and get the outputs, and like this. In the future sessions, we will review it. But we need some instruments, some things, some concept for writing this. And then after that also, as you know, you can also use some function, definite specific function in Python. But we want to learn if ourselves want to write something, what to do. Okay, have a good time. Any questions? Okay, bye to all of you. بای تالا، خدا حافظ.